streets on Instagram, and it interested me a lot, and I've always wanted to do that type of underground fighting. I think it like fits me well. So I didn't tell anybody about it, and just me and my wife Matilda went there alone when she was pregnant, and I won that fight.
What's it like? This whole setup and that? 'Cause I've heard so many things.
It's in a league of its own.
I'm excited about this because I didn't know I was going to be able to put this kind of main event together on my first show over there. But this is not only the biggest bare knuckle event ever, it's one of the biggest combat sporting events for the whole entire summer.
Myself, I'm in a minute, but nobody can even say my style. Like, can't train for me. You just gotta go in there and hope for the best. So
every fucking day, multiple times. Like I said, my background is bare knuckle, but I'm great at boxing. They think that I don't like to clinch, but they'll be sadly mistaken, because when you get in the clinch, I hit hard as fuck.
Try to work my way up there and win the belt, and that's really what I mean, really at the end of the day, my biggest goal is winning a belt, like a world championship. So if I have to do that in boxing, if I have to do it at 115 in BKFC, if I have to fight Christine again, I mean, whatever, that's really just my like number.
The fight too much, you know. I forced the fight, and instead of chasing him around, I wasted a lot of energy. You know, I could have just said, look, be like Johnny Bedford and point to the center of the ring and say, look, come to me, you know.
I'm not to fight. Obviously, I want to get the belt. Whoever's there, I think I two more fights, and then I want to start pulling up.
Good, you know, it's getting real popular now. I noticed, and it's got me excited again. And there's some good. You know, they're good boys. They're tough boys. You know what I mean? You got the and it's a good mix. You got the UFC. You got boxers. You got like just some hard cases there. You know what I mean?
The stars.
Yeah, it's a good mix. It's a good mix up, and I think it's going to propel massively.
And collared him on the way in. But to be fair, you say about the power. I'll tell you, you've got power. I can see you've got the power, but you've not knocked no one out cold yet in bare knuckle, and I've done that twice.
You know, kid, I'm too old, and you see, listen, you train harder than most pros do. I'll sit at the board with you, and we go for your license. You know, even if you achieve having one fight. And I was like, fucking yeah, I want to do that. You know, see if I.
People like myself who are literally putting their lives on the line to make their dreams happen, and you know, trying to inspire other people to be the same. So I think, you know, hopefully my story gets out and it gets told and people appreciate it.
I tell people all the time, like when they ask us before fights, like, what sets you apart from other fighters? And I tell them it's my heart. You will not break me in that ring. You may beat me. I've lost a few fights, but nobody's got more heart than Caleb does. That's just a fact. I will stand my ground, and I will fight until the very last bell. I will not be finished.
You know, I mean, it feels like 2 hours. The first 10 seconds of the fight, and you get a hit with a few blows. It's just all right. This is just cuts. Now I gotta dodge these bitches.
I did, mate, but I made sure that my punches landed quicker, because when you guys my size, you don't want to take a risk, do you? So I made sure I just worked a lot more on my speed, get in there first, and usually 8 times out of 10, if you're a big guy and you're landing big bombs, the fight's usually over in seconds. You got to be a very, very tough man to keep on getting hit by a 19, 20 stone fit fella, getting your face broken up.
I just went for it. I was just dodging. There were about fucking 7 of them all coming down, knuckle dusters. They had hinges in the gloves. They were trying to get me, mate, but I tell you what, I was just too weak.
I know the geezer's naughty, he's tasty, and he's done this, he's done that. I'm not bothered. I don't care.
This is no hold barred. This is my kind of party. I gouge, headbutt. You know, so when you talk about, you know, just getting nitty gritty and raw, if that's what the rules allow for, then I'm there, you know.
And a lot of people understand that, you know, man, when you're just getting beat down, you know, it's just the will. You got to have that will, that intestinal fortitude to just keep on going, and that's just something I've always believed in, you know, is just saying, you know, hey, you know, you get knocked down, you get back up, and if it's 100 times, get 101, you know, how it don't matter. Just a lot of heart and a lot of try. You know, it's just some unteachable things that's just kind of built inside of me that I think I've always carried on in life and in.
Keep it up, man, because you've got it boxed off with your channel. Like it's the only one I've ever looked for regarding BKB. Do you know what I mean? Because it's getting bigger and bigger, but still, apart from watching fights, which they're everywhere, you can watch plenty of them.
You don't really get a breakdown of any, get a little insight into any of these fighters anywhere else apart from on your channel, mate. So big shout out to you and the work that you're doing. You know what I mean?
And I was like, I'm gonna make total ways when I go over there. Trust me, you're gonna love me. And I went over there, I fucking smashed him right, and people were booing me in the crowd, shouting USA. And I swear to God, when they was cheering me, mate, when I walked out the ring, and Americans like, oh my God, you're